Alright, so here we go, second flight with the FMS Rafale 64mm, and I've taken the landing gear off because it doesn't look quite right with it dangling down while you're flying around, I don't think. No. So Jay's going to hand launch it. Should be a little bit lighter, a little bit less draggy.
But there is nowhere to hand launch it from?
No, it's not, obviously not designed for, it's got no hand launch holes or nothing to hold on to, but you'll do your best.
We'll do our best. See if we can get it airborne.
It's nice and level and it will be good. No, that wasn't level.
No, you can't throw that.
Alright, so that didn't go particularly well.
Nowhere to hold it.
It's obviously not designed for hand launching, but we're going to try again. The bombs got pulled off,
Maybe
but
like
no problem, no glue on. So we're going to...
That might work like that.
Try again. We've got a gust of wind, so this can only help. Here we go. No, I still think you're pushing it down.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hold it.
Dom and Jason here. So as you've just seen on that footage, and what I'm going to do is share that footage, the hand launching footage.
The lack of hand launch.
We tried it 2 or 3 times, complete disaster. And if you wouldn't mind holding that, I full well tell you why. Is because there are basically underneath, and I'll show you a picture as well. Jason's hands, he's got quite small, dainty hands.
Yeah.
They don't, even anybody with big hands is not going to be able to hold it. I'm quite surprised FMS have done that. Because it's fixed landing gear, and the natural thing I would have thought would be to add some way of hand launching it, but they haven't. But no problem, it's a foamy, it's easy to do. So I saw that on the RC Groups forum for EDF foamies that somebody had cut handholds in like that. So I'm hoping that'll help you.
We'll
Jason.
try. It's got 1 or 2 options.
Yes. It's either going to work fantastically or go into the ground like it did last time. So fortunately no damage from those previous launch attempts. It just took the bombs and the missiles off and the fuel tanks off
Which
underneath.
do clip back on.
Yeah, which do clip back on. So there was something at the front here, but that obviously got taken off, but I've just filled that in. So we're going to give it a go. It should go faster.
Definitely.
Without the drag of the ordnance. And I'm going to use this has got Reflex version 2 in it. Their FMS's onboard gyro. It has 3 modes. Well, off, stabilised, which effectively is for beginners just to bring it to level, and optimised, which is to reduce the effects of wind, turbulence, and all that. So we'll definitely try that because it makes a plane look really locked in,
especially a smaller plane.
Small planes, which are more prone to getting knocked around by the wind. Anyway, enough chit chat. So you're going to hand launch and then grab it.
We had some nice headwind a second ago, and it seems to have gone.
Oh yeah. You still feel
It's still a bit. It's a bit stretch on your hand, but we'll try.
all right. So as long as it's more up than it is down,
More up than down.
and
okay.
I'm going to hold in some up elevator. That was all right.
You asked for more up than down, and it's airborne.
Do you know what? It's because it does have some decent power and no drag.
At least you know it's quite good in high alpha.
Do you know what? I'm noticing already that it's a lot less draggy. Way less draggy.
It looks better in the air without that undercarriage as well.
Nothing worse than a jet which has its dangling bits hanging down.
Let's see a nice downwind, high speed.
Yeah.
That's definitely a little bit quicker, isn't it?
A little. I wouldn't say it's ballistic. You know what? It floats.
It does look a lot floatier.
So I've turned on optimised mode now in the Reflex system. That was pretty good. That's from level. Decent power. I'm going to stay down this end of the field because it's a bit bright up there.
It definitely flies a lot slower.
Yeah, it is much, much better. Bit of rudder as well.
And what's the, it's got a self-leveling mode, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Give that a whirl.
Not much flight time left.
I think it should stop you from rolling as well. Like, you know, going inverted.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So now it's...
Back to stabilise. So if I am over like that, see how it brought it back?
It's levelled itself, yeah.
So it will drop at some point. You have to be aware of that and power up. But that's nice.
For a small EDF, that's pretty impressive.
I don't like to use, you know, big words after a good flight like that. I like the flying to do the talking, but you've got to be pretty impressed by that. I think of all the small EDFs we've flown, they tend to be a bit heavy. You have to fly them quite fast. They're not particularly agile, but this thing floats, particularly without the bombs and the landing gear. I wouldn't bother. You know, cut those holes for the, you know, so you can get a good hold on it, so you can launch it. It's got enough power to go away, but the way it floats around, the power it's got, so it can climb out of just level flight and do rolls, loops and rolls. The high alpha is pretty good. I need to see if I can get more angle out, more throw out of those elevons. But that's pretty good, I think. So hope you enjoyed that. If you've enjoy our flight tests, then please subscribe. You should click the bell icon for notifications of our uploads as well. Uploading kind of every couple of days now, because we literally do so much stuff, and I get around to shows. We review models fairly frequently, go to events and all that type of stuff. And give us a like as well. We'd appreciate that. It makes a big difference for the YouTube algorithm, which we all hate. So thanks very much. Thanks to Jason on camera. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.
And what's the that's pretty impressive.